We as Newcastle United fans have had our fair share of absolute bull rot reporting, both in the press and online, since the takeover especially. And you get up this morning and you see another article written feeling sorry for the other clubs around us because they don't have the wealth. It's absolutely bull rot. I mean, it's terrible reporting. And people will say to me, don't bite, let them get on with it. But I'm not going to sit here and have my club dragged through the mire from pathetic, lazy journalists who are looking for clicks. It's wrong. It's bang out of order. And it's about time that people started looking at Newcastle United in a positive way about what they're doing on the pitch, instead of all this crap that they're writing about what's going off it. It's bullshit, and it's got to end. I don't normally do daily news videos on a weekend because the football takes precedent. However, when you see crap like that written, I'm not going to sit here and not stick up for my football club. And anyone knows this channel knows exactly that that's how we are on here. We will not let anybody speak badly of Newcastle United, especially when it's just lies and bullshit. But anyway, we've got some news on Castore as well, and another wonderful night for the women's development team as they lift yet another trophy. So let's get into this. This is the daily news. Hi everybody, I'm Paul. Welcome back to the Toon Review Daily News Show. And before we get into everything, as usual, please do hit that like button if you do enjoy today's video. It is vitally important that we keep getting those likes. It keeps us up there on the search results on YouTube. So you'll be doing the channel a huge favour by hitting that like button. And also, if you're new, why not subscribe? Free to do so. Help us get to 19,000 subscribers. And also join this wonderful community that we have here. And hit that bell as well, which will notify you when we upload or we go live. Now, let's get into it. And we'll start off on a very, very positive note, because the women's development team last night lifted yet another trophy to add to their collection by beating West Allotment Celtic 8-0 last night. Fabulous, fabulous performance, fabulous result, and yet another trophy. And you know what? The women's team are doing fantastic. Becky's doing a great job with the first team. The development team are also doing really well, and this bodes really well for the future of the women's football side at Newcastle United, because we've got some talent, a lot of talent coming through, which can only help Becky in future seasons. So it's brilliant. They've now won the Reserve Plate and the Marsh Sports Women's Cup, and 2 trophies in really the first season going is just tremendous. It's absolutely brilliant, and it just tells you the amount of talent that we've got coming through in this women's side and in the development one. Seeing a fantastic result against Bradford at St James's Park last week. Brilliant 6-1 win. Fantastic players, wonderful defenders, wonderful manager, and now we've got a development side which is taking the league by storm. So it's absolutely brilliant. So massive congratulations to the development side, and long may that continue. Now, on to Castore. Unfortunately, not so much great news, because I know a lot of Newcastle fans aren't really fans of Castore. We've seen terrible customer service. Some of the orders, absolutely ridiculous, especially early on in the season. And it looks like they're going to be around for another 3 years, guys. Another 3 years. They don't want the contract bought out by the owners. Of course, this was set up by Mike Ashley, and apparently it's around about only £7 million a year. And you're seeing kit manufacturers spending millions and billions on other clubs around the league and around the world, and Mike Ashley signed them up for what is considered a very, very small amount in the football world. This just goes to show how badly Mike Ashley ran the club and how much he didn't give a toss about anything, especially money coming in. He was a cash cow for himself and his own business, and that's the end of it, really. But it looks like we've got to put up with him for another 3 years, I'm afraid, guys, unless an agreement comes to fruition between the owners and Castore to end the agreement early and a payoff given to Castore. So not the greatest news about them. Hopefully, we'll see an improvement in the customer service, in the manufacturing of the replica shirts as well in the years to come. So hopefully we'll get a decent one next season. Now, on to the main point of this video. Now, again, I'll stipulate what I said in the intro there. People think, you shouldn't bite to these reporters. They're getting extra press and things like that. Listen, at the end of the day, if I read stuff about my football club and it's absolute rubbish, then I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it, because I'm not having my football club dragged through the mire. And like I said earlier, this channel does not just sit there and stay quiet when they see rubbish written about Newcastle United. We never have and we never will. So if you're going to put a comment saying, oh, don't bite to it, then don't bother putting a comment, because it's not biting, it's just reacting to the news that I've seen this morning. So if you want to put stuff in the comments, then put it about what I'm about to say and, have a conversation about it, because I don't want people going down there and just saying, oh, you shouldn't bite to it, because I'm not having Newcastle United talked about in such a crap way. I just hate it. It's about time that these lazy arsehole journalists got off their fat arses and actually started reporting facts. Now, when I say that, I don't mean the likes of Keith Downey or, the good reporters out there who've got good things to say about Newcastle United. I'm talking about the Holts of this world, the Delaney's, and this monumental idiot that's popped up this morning. Let's just get his name here. Jack Pitt-Brooke, who wrote it for The Athletic, which I'm very surprised The Athletic even print that. I'm astounded, to be honest. Normally I read The Athletic. I'm a subscriber to them. I like what they report from time to time. But this is just pathetic, man. His headline states, Spurs are victims of nation-state clubs like Newcastle and Manchester City. Now, first of all, what I'm going to do is, on the screen right now, is a list of squad values. The top 10 squad values in the world. Now, you'll find that Newcastle United, as you can see, are not mentioned anywhere near there. But look who are in 10th place. Look who's in 10th place. Tottenham Hotspur. Now, this is a club who spent millions and billions of pounds over the years on players, but have failed to get any success. Absolutely failed. Left, right and centre. They've had no success. They've got some damn good players brought in, but they've had no success. Now, I don't know who this Pitt-Brooke bloke supports. I haven't got a clue. I don't really give a shit, to be honest. However, this is, again, ridiculous things to say. Manchester City, yes, they were the first ones. But they didn't just spend willy-nilly straight away. If you look back to when Manchester City got their takeover, it was a very slow process. They brought in a couple of superstar players and built from there. But not all those superstar players worked. I don't think Robinho was a success for Manchester City back in the day when they signed him, but it was a statement signing. But they did it the right way. And whatever you think of Manchester City now, they did it the right way. They didn't go around spending billions straight away. Whatever you think of them. I quite happen to think that Guardiola's a fabulous manager. The football Man City player is just fantastic to watch. And as a football fan, I'd rather watch that than some dire Tottenham team getting hammered off, Bournemouth. I mean, it's just jealousy. It's just born jealousy from these journalists. But more than jealousy for me, it's lazy. It's really, really lazy. And it's pathetic journalism. These guys just stick a headline up on the screen or in the paper and people instantly think, oh, that could be interesting. Nation-state clubs. Nation-state. Newcastle United have been proved that they are not owned by a state. So you can get that out of your head straight away. Manchester City as well. It's a false headline. Whatever you think is going on in the background, or, a lot of football fans will claim that Newcastle United are state-owned, etc., as a Manchester City. That's not the case. And that's initially why, we know that Newcastle United had the issue with piracy, and once that was sorted out, the takeover went through. But there was assurances given, and the Premier League passed it. Whatever people say, the Premier League passed it. And then, to this day, a year, nearly 2 years down the line since the takeover, and you're still getting ridiculous, rubbish journalists like Pitt-Brooke, Holt, Delaney, still having sly digs at us, reporting absolute bollocks in the press. And for Newcastle United, we are starting to, maintain something here. We're getting something special at this football club. We've got a very, very special manager. We've got a special assistant manager that do a wonderful job, the coaching staff. We've got very special owners, right? People who run the club over in this country, Amanda and Mirdad, the Rubens, wonderful, wonderful people who've done nothing but fall in love with our football club. But what these reporters don't do is they don't report on the brilliance of Amanda Staveley and Mirdad and the Rubens. They don't report the connection that they've got with the fans. They don't report how they've taken in the city and they've become loved by the fans. How they've given the club back to the fans after 15 years of obscurity, of nothing. of rubbish. But now these guys have come in, and because this has been successful, right, and they've seen the reaction that they've got to the Newcastle fans, these reporters can't wait to jump on the bandwagon and try and nail us down again. And across the world, try and give Newcastle United a bad name. But it's not going to work, because for me as a Newcastle fan, I'm not going to sit here and let terrible journalists try and badmouth my football club. And every Newcastle United fan should feel the same. It's not biting, it's a reaction. It's fighting back to these pathetic reporters. And that's what I'm doing today. I'm fighting back against lazy, pathetic journalism. Because it's got to stop. Start reporting some decent stuff. On the flip side of it, what good stuff has come from Newcastle? You know, the players are out there interacting with fans now. The players are going to disabled football events and spending time with the kids. You know, the club, you know, Amanda can just walk around and she talks to everybody. What owners do you know do that? You know, they pass the fans as they're coming into the ground. They'll stop for photos and autographs and all sorts. Look at what Amanda's doing for the women's team, as we spoke about at the beginning of the show. That's down to the way they run the club now. You know, this development side winning 2 Ladies' Cups already this season in their first real season going. It's fantastic. But where is the journalism about that, about what the good things are, that they're turning the club for positive reasons? It's always negative reporting. And for me, that is bullshit. It's terrible. It's lazy. It's just, they see something, they write about it, and they do it for clicks. It's as simple as that. And I'm disappointed with the Athletic for what they've done. That's stupid. I mean, saying Tottenham are victims. You look at how much their squad's worth. They're not victims. They're failures. You know, if you've spent that much money, your squad's worth that much money, what are you? You're a failure. Our squad is nowhere near worth what theirs is. But look at how we play as a team. Look at what Eddie Howe's doing behind the scenes with certain players, bringing them on, who we thought were finished at this football club. It's not like that at all. Look at the brilliance of the positive things that are happening at the football club. You know, the fans are back involved with the football club. That never gets mentioned, apart from the likes of Keith Downey, etc., who will report positive stuff on Newcastle United. But it's these absolute monumental idiots who keep trying to force the negative through about Newcastle United and Manchester City, to be fair. You know, Pep has come in, and yes, he's had money to spend. Of course he has. But look at the football that they play. That's down to the manager, not down to the money. You know, you can spend as much money as you want. That doesn't guarantee you a team. Look at Chelsea. Look how much money they have spent. So why doesn't he say, you know, Spurs are victims of Chelsea's owners, Chelsea spending 50, 60 million pounds on players, but have they worked out a good team? No, they haven't. And that's why I say what Pep has done is brilliant, because he gets a team together. As what Eddie Howe has done this season. He hasn't had billions to spend. He's brought the right players in, and they're playing as a team. They're playing for the manager. But nothing like this gets reported by these section of journalists. It's pathetic, lazy reporting. So you can take your victim thing away from Spurs, and less of the state-owned shite, and report some truth, and report some positivity on what's going on at these football clubs. Manchester City do a lot for their fans as well. I know for a fact, because I'm friends with quite a lot of Man City fans. They do a lot behind the scenes. But where is that reported, eh? Never. Jack Grealish, for all we, you know, as a footballer, he can be a pain in the arse at times. But look at the amount of stuff he does behind the scenes for kids and things like that. It's wonderful. But you never see it in the press. It's always just lazy, unfacts, just non-facts reporting about bullshit like this. But anyway, let me know what you think down below in the comments. You know, is it about time that this stopped? Because I'm not going to sit here and let my club be dragged through the mire time after time by these lazy-ass journalists. It's just not happening. So let me know what you think. And how do we go about promoting the positivity that's going on at both these football clubs? Because they never, ever seem to report that. Never seem to report the good things that have happened since both sides were taken over. It's all just a load of crap. But let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you have enjoyed it, do hit that like button, as I said at the beginning, because it really does help our channel. And if you're new and you like what you see, come and be part of the Toon Review community. Lots going on this channel. Very, very special subscribers. It's a brilliant subscriber count. We're getting to 19,000 soon. It's a wonderful community on the live shows. Come and be part of it, and hit that notification bell as well, which will let you know when we go live or we upload any future videos. But thank you very much, guys. Don't forget to watch along tomorrow with Billy, and have a cracking weekend, guys, and we'll see you very soon. Take care.